Hi there, my name's Miss Lake, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a new classification for instruments. If you don't know me, I'm the teacher at Bishop's Peak and teach elementary schools as well as Laguna Middle School. I used to teach at Los Ranchos and C.L. Smith. Muffins, I miss you if you're listening. And for everybody else, I hope that you're safe and well during this strange time. So, we're gonna talk about the old instrument classification system. Most of you probably already know the woodwinds, brass, strings, and percussion. Percussion is just a fancy word for drums. You hit them, you click them, you tap them, you kick them. There's lots of violence in percussion world. Woodwinds are anything with a reed and or holes that are covered. You can have both of them or just one and there's still a woodwind. A brass instrument is anything with a cup-shaped mouthpiece that is buzzed. And strings, I'm going to blow your mind here. Are you ready? Anything with strings on it. Bro, I know. So, you guys should know that, but we're going to do a different classification right now. I want you to take a minute and read through. Each one of these ends with the word phone. Idiophone, membranophone, chordophone, aerophone, and electrophone. Phone is just the Latin word for sound. You have a cell phone, which is like a sound cell of sound. Don't overthink it. Anyway, so the suffix means sound, and the prefix is how it makes the sound. So idio stands for a solid body. A vibrating solid body is how it makes the sound. And an idiophone is anything like a cymbal or a solid object that you can shake it or scrape it or hit it and it'll make a sound. Now, the way I remember what an idiophone is I remember the idio kind of sounds like idiot. And I'm like, oh, an idiot doesn't have a brain. They just have a solid chunk of rock in their head. Get it? Solid chunk of rock for a brain? It's a solid body. Okay, fine. Don't overthink that. Okay, membranophone. Membrano sounds like membrane. And then I think of cell membrane because a membranophone is anything with a vibrating stretched skin. So basically, both idiophones and membranophones are the percussion family broken into two sections because percussion basically has two different ways that they get vibrations, which is why they're broken into two families now. So any of those drums with those stretched skin, the heads on them. Now, strings are the same. It's just one family, and they're called the chordophones. If you speak Spanish, cuerda, or if you play guitar, we play guitar chords. It all means strings. Super simple. Don't overthink it. And then we've got aerophones, also aero, like aeroplane or aerodynamics. It's anything that's a vibrating column of air. So the woodwinds and the brass have actually been combined into one family, where percussion got separated into two. And then we've got the electrophones. It's just anything made with electricity. And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Look at this. We've got some idiophones. This is the singing bowl. You take the stick and you gently touch the side of the bowl. And as you move it around, it creates a vibration. And it's quite peaceful. Maracas, you should have some of these or in your classrooms, your music classrooms. You shake them and there's little solid chunks of stuff in there, which is why they're idiophones. You don't blow into it. There's no strings. There's no stretch skin. Bro, it's an idiophone. We've got a kalimba right here. And right here we've got a marimba, which is basically a piano keyboard, but it's made out of wood instead of the strings that we use in a piano. You might be familiar with a xylophone. It's made out of metal. Or no, sorry, xylophone's made out of wood too. The bells, are made out of metal. The bells in band, if you're in a 6th grade band. Same thing, piano keyboard, but with wood. Now, this is the Click Song. It's a cover by Marimba Jam. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a really cool tune. It's about to get good. Anyway, you get the idea. I highly recommend checking out some more marimba songs. They're really fun. So let's move on. Membranophone. This is a bass drum. If you're in 6th grade band, you've played a bass drum. We've got congas, we've got bongos, anything that's a stretched skin. Right now, Justin Bieber is going to try and flex on Questlove. Now, Questlove is probably the greatest drummer living on the planet right now, so it makes me upset that he's trying. But Questlove is the drummer for The Roots, and Justin Bieber is going to try to
2010 you were
him.
here. It was 5 years.
No, you go first.
Now, I'm going to pause for a second. I want you to notice that these right here are membranophones. These are called toms. But up here we've got cymbals, and these cymbals are solid chunks of metal. So they're actually idiophones. A drum kit is made of both idiophones and membranophones. Okay, I don't think I can watch Justin Bieber drumming anymore. But Questlove is awesome. The Roots are a great band. Membranophone, bass drum, toms, but these cymbals are idiophones. My favorite, the chordophones. Chordophones are anything with strings you can pluck or strum. I'm actually going to add, you can bow it. You can use a bow made of horsehair you push the bow across the strings, and it causes the strings to vibrate. You are familiar with guitar, ukulele, harp, really easy family to classify. And then here is a video from Tumani Diabate, and he is like an amazing, amazing kora player. The kora is an African chordophone. See how kora and chord sound similar? I know. Kora and chordophone have the same kind of root base, but the kora is like this giant harp. It's beautiful sounding. I really wish I could play this whole video for you. It's such a gorgeous instrument. I could keep going, but I'm not going to. Please look up this video if you like it and see if you can listen to more of it. It's such a great instrument. The kora is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, aerophone. We've got a couple common ones here. We've got the flute, which is a woodwind. It's got holes that you cover. We've got the trumpet, which is a brass instrument. It's got that cup-shaped mouthpiece here, but they both belong in the aerophone family. But a couple less common ones, we've got the accordion, and we've got, the bagpipes, and then we've got the accordion. Now, the accordion is a woodwind, or it is a woodwind. It's an aerophone because when you push it back and forth, you're actually filling these, which are called the bellows, the center section, with air. And then when you push it in, the air from the bellows gets pushed through reeds, just like a clarinet has a reed or a saxophone has a reed. And that is what creates the sound in the different pitches. And you can change where the air is blowing by pushing down these different buttons. Now, the bagpipe, you blow into it, and there's a little sack that fills with air, and then it's also a woodwind because you cover different holes and there's reeds inside that change the pitch. Now, lucky you get to listen to some super sweet bagpipe playing right now. The lizard is skeptical, you guys. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't love the bagpipes. I love the accordion, but I do not love the bagpipes. Aerophone, hooray. Now we're on to electronic instruments. If you have a keyboard at home that you have to plug in for it to make sound, that is an electronic instrument. That is an electrophone. The theremin is an electrophone. Any sort of synthesizer or even like a lot of kids' toys are electrophones. Anything that we're using electricity to make the sound. And here is a synthesizer called a digitone. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'll cut forward here. So, there's lots of really cool electrophones out there. We'll be talking more about that in the coming weeks. So, just to review the 5 families, we've got idiophones. Remember idiot? Solid chunk of head. Membranophones, vibrating stretched skin. Chordophones, my favorite family because I grew up playing the violin and the guitar. Vibrating strings. Aerophones, and electrophones. Hopefully that all made sense. I hope I didn't go too fast for you or too slow. I hope it was the Goldilocks. I hope it was just right. And I miss all of my students, and for everybody out there, I hope you're taking care of yourself right now. And I hope this was a helpful lesson for you. Stay safe out there, okay? Bye.